Kalindi doesn't kill you, she uses you. They told me the forest was gone, burned, cleared, erased from the maps. But forests don't die the way villages do. They only fall silent. I left Lalpur 2 days after they found me on the roadside, half conscious, covered in dried mud and blood. They asked questions I could not answer. I was shaking too badly to speak, and whenever I tried, my throat burned as if I had swallowed hot ash. I believed the nightmare was over. I believed Kalindi had stayed behind in that red forest. I was wrong. The first sign came on the 4th night after I reached the city. I woke up with my mouth open, dry, my jaw aching as if I had been talking for hours. My room was silent. My phone lay on the bedside table, screen glowing. A voice recording was playing. My voice. I was whispering someone's name I did not recognize. Over and over. Soft. Hungry. The recording ended. I deleted it. By morning, a man with that exact name was found dead beneath a flyover bridge, his body hanging upside down, his mouth torn open in a silent scream. On his chest, carved deep enough to bleed, was a single word. Kalindi. I didn't go to the police. I locked myself inside my room and stayed awake for 2 days straight. But exhaustion always wins. And when I slept, I dreamed of roots crawling under my skin, twisting around my ribs, pulling me downward into warm, breathing earth. People around me began to change. My landlord avoided my eyes. The shopkeeper across the street refused to hand me change directly. Children cried when I passed them. Dogs growled low and slow, as if they could smell something rotten clinging to me. I watched my reflection for hours, afraid to blink. Sometimes my lips moved when I did not tell them to. Sometimes my eyes smiled while my face remained still. A week later, a woman disappeared from the building next to mine. Her balcony light stayed on all night. Her slippers were found neatly placed by her door. Her name was carved into the wall of the stairwell. Under it, a word, Kalindi. The police finally questioned me. They found nothing. No weapons. No blood. No reason. Only a strange detail. My phone history showed voice recordings I did not remember making. Every recording whispered a different name. Every name belonged to someone who would die within 48 hours. I tried to burn my throat with alcohol. I tried to drown my voice with pills. I tried to scream until my lungs bled, but the whispers still came. At night, my walls breathed. I could hear roots growing behind the plaster. The smell of damp forest soil filled my room. I felt fingernails brushing my tongue from the inside. She was learning my body, using my breath. One night, my mirror finally spoke back. You are my road now. Her face slowly formed over mine in the glass. Cracked skin, hollow red eyes, tangled hair hanging wet over her shoulders. I smashed the mirror. The shards reflected her smile. I ran. I went back to Lalpur. The village was gone. Burned houses, collapsed temples, blackened wells, but the forest still stood. Thicker, darker, closer to the road. The banyan tree had split down the middle, its heart glowing faintly red as if something inside it was breathing. I followed the whispers underground. The tunnels were alive. Bones rearranged themselves. Candles lit without flame. The forest remembered me. At the center chamber, I saw her reflection, not in water, in my shadow. You left me a mouth, she whispered. Now I am everywhere. The roots grabbed my ankles. I begged. She laughed, and then she showed me the truth. Kalindi was no longer a ghost. She was a plague, a voice that travels through air, recordings, phones, whispers, dreams. Anyone who hears her long enough becomes her door. I escaped, but I did not survive. Because now, when you hear someone whisper your name at night, ask yourself, is it Kalindi or is it me? Because she doesn't haunt forests anymore. She walks through voices, and someday she will speak through you too.